Get ready, Sagittarius, because what you're about to hear is not just an ordinary reading. I am Andromeda, and I'm here to share with you a message I can no longer hold back. This morning, while most of the world was still asleep, I felt a powerful surge of energy pierce through the invisible veil, and I couldn't stay still. It was an urgent vibration, a feeling as if someone or something from the universe was calling me by name. And no, it wasn't just calling me. It was calling you, Sagittarius, as if destiny could no longer wait even a second to reveal what is about to unfold for you. A presence deeply tied to your soul, to the spiritual path you've been walking, to the ancestral imprints flowing through your bloodline. It called your name with such intensity, it shook the stars. And trust me, this isn't just a fleeting sensation. This is a summoning, a plea from the soul, stirring the course of everything around you. The letters before me feel as though they're burning in my hands, as if they are speaking in your breath, and I can no longer stay silent. Dear Sagittarius, you are the center of a profound transformation. Your soul is awakening a sacred movement that has long awaited this very moment. Sagittarius, have you felt it lately? That invisible weight pressing on your chest, even though there's no clear reason to be afraid? It's not anxiety, it's not sorrow. It's your soul sensing a great shift, happening across unseen realms. A change is approaching, a turning point that will leave you breathless. But not because it hurts, because it is so deeply emotional. Your body will need time to understand what is happening. And you already know, don't you? You felt it in the air, a new frequency, a string of coincidences too aligned to ignore. And now, as the signs become clearer, like a dream you once had unfolding in real life, or a strange instinct suddenly proving true, you begin to realize something you once thought impossible is now drawing closer than ever before. This week, Sagittarius, isn't just a new chapter, it's a full restructuring of your spiritual path. A dream, an opportunity, or perhaps a part of your true self that's been held back for far too long is finally being released. And along with it comes a message, one that will compel you to rewrite the map of your life. There is someone, a soul that once walked quietly through your life, not demanding, not loud, but loving you with sacred faith. They prayed for you, not just out of love, but because they sensed that you stood at the threshold of something immense. Still confused, still hesitant. And that love was so powerful, the universe had no choice but to respond. You felt it in moments you least expected, when you asked yourself why you felt loved, even though you couldn't say by whom. Because that prayer asked for three things: the protection of God, a clear sign, and a fresh financial beginning. And guess what, Sagittarius? Heaven has heard. In the days to come, you will receive a call or a message that might seem random, but in truth, it's the key to unlock the energetic cage that's held you captive for far too long. Your flight has returned, your light has returned, and your strength is returning too. But before you soar too far, the universe wants you to see something clearly. I see a betrayal, not to frighten you, but to protect you from what has quietly been draining the light out of you. There's a woman who once made you believe you could lean on her. She cried with you, spoke words of love, held your hand when you were at your weakest. But behind your back, her words turned sharp, her gaze filled with envy. Not because you did anything wrong, but because you're walking toward the light, while she still remains trapped in her own darkness, without the courage to step out of it. And the most dangerous part, she doesn't envy your success. She envies your faith, the unwavering belief you held onto, even when you fell. In your contacts, the fifth person, the one whose name starts with the same letter as yours, watch them closely when you share your joy. Do they quietly withdraw? Do their eyes shift, just slightly? That's the sign. Their energy is not adding to yours, it's subtracting. They don't celebrate you, they quietly disappear. And that energy does not multiply, it drains. Sagittarius, a gate has opened, and you cannot go back. What lies ahead is too deep to be compared to anything you've ever known. This isn't just a new opportunity. This is the rebirth of your soul. You are no longer the person who began this journey. You have crossed thresholds that most would never dare to face. And if that scares you, let me tell you this with all my heart. Not everyone is chosen, but you were. Not because you are perfect, but because you dared to be honest with the light inside you. Many familiar relationships will begin to fade. And yes, that may feel like loneliness. But don't confuse loss with the necessary space being cleared for what truly belongs to you. You're making room now so that what's aligned with your soul can finally enter. Ask yourself honestly, Sagittarius, how many times have you hidden your truth so you wouldn't upset someone else? How many times have you dimmed your laughter because you feared shining too brightly? Enough. You no longer need to shrink just to fit into someone else's world. This new chapter calls you free, not just to dream of happiness, but to fully claim it. No permission needed, no more proof required, only the courage to hold on to what is most sacred, you. And then, a new energy will arrive. One that asks for nothing, one that needs no fixing, one that comes not to fill an empty space, but to meet you. Because you are already whole. And when that light touches you, you will know. Not with your mind, but with a peace you've never known before. At first it might confuse you because it's so quiet. But be patient with that stillness, because when you recognize it, you will understand you are exactly where you were meant to be. But before that can happen, the universe is still waiting for you to let go of one thing. An unfinished story, an unspoken conversation, a name that still weighs heavy on your heart. That person still watches you from the shadows, not close enough to return, not far enough to disappear. And you are finally awake enough to know this. You deserve more than half a heart. If your heart quietly stirred as you heard these words, leave behind a dot, a quiet affirmation in the comments. Because it's not just you reading this. The universe is listening too. And a single line you write could be the very signal that unlocks the destiny waiting ahead of you. There's someone who has been silently watching you from the shadows, not far enough to forget you, but not brave enough to come closer. He dreams of you, thinks of you in the stillest hours, when no one else sees. Sometimes he even finds himself searching for your name, in places where his heart still refuses to let go. But you, Sagittarius, you are not where he left you. You've gone further. You've outgrown the ache of a love divided. And you know, loving halfway only creates a wound that's whole. You no longer accept halfway affection, half promises, or ties that tear your heart between love and liberation. You were not born to love timidly. You were born to burn brightly, but not to set yourself on fire. And now, Sagittarius, another great shift is happening, this time in the realm of finances. I see a door opening, a project that was once delayed, an idea you once set aside. It's coming back, and not by coincidence, but because you have finally become strong enough to receive it. The universe does not offer chances just to see what you'll do. It offers them when you're ready to turn them into destiny. And this shift could begin with an invitation, an email, a message you didn't expect, or perhaps a quiet voice inside of you whispering, begin again. You may need to leave where you are now, a city, a home, an old circle of friends. Don't call it leaving, call it evolving. Your soul needs a new atmosphere to breathe. The soil you once grew in can no longer sustain the seed that is rising within you. And I see it so clearly, Sagittarius. Behind you, there is the presence of your ancestors, the spirits who came before. A circle of light surrounds you, and at its center, an elder woman. She doesn't speak with words. She doesn't need to. Her silent presence is enough to make you feel one truth deep in your bones. You are never alone. She whispered this to me, so I could pass it to you. You are the one chosen to alter the course of this bloodline, not with rage, but with light. Not to carry on the pain, but to end it forever. And if you've ever thought you were not enough, that you didn't deserve more, let those voices sleep behind you now. Let them rest. Let them go. Because now, only one thing matters. What will you choose? What will you build? Life will no longer drag you forward. Now, you set your own pace. Dear Sagittarius, do not compare your path with anyone else's. Do not punish yourself for beginning later than others. Everything you've endured, the silent nights, the swallowed tears, all of it was leading you here, to this very moment where you can finally receive. And it's not only a spiritual gift I see something real, tangible, a new job, financial stability, a long-forgotten dream coming back home to you. Prepare yourself, Sagittarius. What you're about to hear isn't just an ordinary reading. I am Andromeda, and I am here to share with you a message I can no longer keep to myself. This morning, while most of the world was still asleep, I felt a powerful energy piercing through the invisible veil, compelling me to act. It was an urgent vibration, a sensation as if someone or something from the universe was calling my name. And not just mine, but yours, Sagittarius, as if fate could no longer wait another second to reveal what's coming your way. A presence, deeply connected to your soul, to the spiritual path you've been walking, to the ancestral imprints flowing through your veins. It calls your name with such intensity that it shakes the stars. And believe me, this isn't just a fleeting feeling. This is a summons, a plea from the soul, stirring the course of events around you. The letters before me seem to ignite, as if they speak with your very breath, and I can no longer remain silent. Dear Sagittarius, you are at the center of a great transformation. Your soul is awakening a sacred movement that has long awaited this moment to begin. Sagittarius, have you recently felt an invisible pressure weighing on your chest, even though there's no clear reason for fear? It's not anxiety, not pain. It's your soul sensing a significant shift on unseen levels. A change is approaching, a turning point that will leave you breathless. But not from pain, but from an emotion so intense that your entire body needs time to comprehend what's happening. And you know this, don't you? You felt something in the air, a new frequency, an uncanny synchronicity. And now, as the signs become clear, like a dream you've had now manifesting in reality, or a strange intuition suddenly coming true, you begin to realize something once thought impossible is drawing closer than ever before. This week, Sagittarius, it's not just a new chapter, but a complete restructuring of your spiritual path. A dream, an opportunity, or even a part of your true self that has been blocked for so long is now being released. And with it comes a message, forcing you to rewrite your own map. There is someone, a soul who has quietly been present in your life, not loud, not demanding, but has loved you with sacred trust. They have prayed for you, not just out of love, but because they sensed you were on the brink of something monumental, yet still confused. And that love is so strong that the universe had to respond. You felt it in the most unexpected moments, when you wondered why you felt loved without knowing from where, because that prayer asked for three things for you: God's protection, a clear sign, and a new financial beginning. And guess what, Sagittarius? Heaven has listened. In the coming days, you will receive a call or a seemingly random message. But in reality, it's the key to unlocking the energetic cage that has held you for too long. If these words have touched something deep within you, if your heart stirred, like it just remembered something it once forgot, then don't let this moment pass by in silence. Leave a commitment to yourself in the comments below. I, Sagittarius, am ready to step into my sacred destiny. And if you truly feel that readiness within you, click like to affirm it to the universe. Share this video with other souls who may be waiting for their own awakening, because maybe you are the bridge that helps the light reach farther. You are not alone. You are not lost. You are exactly where you need to be, and the universe is walking with you. If you'd like to keep receiving divine messages like this, subscribe to Secrets of Andromeda and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the message the universe has meant for you. Sagittarius, thank you for staying until the end. I'll see you again on the next part of this journey. And never forget, you are the key. You are the answer. You are the miracle.